Good afternoon, my music makers. How's it going out there? Are you guys surviving? Making music, writing, trying to get your first gig out there? It can be done. And, I started this channel just to basically share with what I know. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just sharing to you guys who want to start doing this or have been doing it for a little while. And, because you're going to come across the shit that I've gone through. You're going to, somewhere down the road, if you haven't already. So I try to just share how I'm not saying it's the right way at all. But, the bottom line in this business, in entertaining and us being artists, music makers as we are, is that you can't fucking trust anybody. I mean, nobody in general out, people that own the clubs that you get booked in and stuff like that and everything like that. You just can't, my dad told me that. You can't trust anybody. The only way you're going to get shit done is just do it yourself. That's how I was kind of raised. So, I'm not saying don't trust your loved ones and your families, people that are close to you. Of course you want to trust them. And, I trust Kim, and I trust her with all my heart because she has her heart on her sleeve the same way I do. And so, we don't really sugarcoat anything, sometimes, but long story short is that you really can't trust anybody. So just be careful out there. Like if you're giving somebody or you got an email and you want to send them a little press kit, email electronic, I call it an electronic press kit, right? It's in an email. You got your bio, you got video work. So just make sure, when you send them the emails, follow up. And if it doesn't work out, they're not getting back to you. You know what? Don't give up. Just go back to that place and don't go through the person you went through before. If he or she comes up to you and say, "Hey, can I help you?" Yeah. Who's your manager or who is the owner? Is there any way I can talk to them or get an email from them or whatever? So, it's hard work. This business is hard work. I don't really wish it upon my kids, my son. I don't wish him, it's a hard business. It's not easy. It's flat out not easy. It's not an easy business. But, music's in my blood, so I have to express it. And that's how I feel. Sometimes I feel I really need to express it to a crowd, to an audience, small or big. I feel it's in my blood. I got to do it. And then also it's in my blood is I work on a lot of originals. I burn the candle at both ends. I do the honky tonk, or I call it honky tonk. I go out there and play all the gigs out there and get everything I need to get going and get out there and hustle. But on the other end, I have to do my own music. I have to record and produce and mix, engineer my own music. Because you can't trust anybody. You just can't. Not in this business. Not in any business that's in the entertainment industry. And I'll say this. You can't. It's a wretched world out there, especially these times that we're going through right now. There's a lot of freaking idiots out there, man. So the best thing to do is stay away from them and talk to people who are receptive and that they can feel your heart and that you're sincere and they say, "Hey, I want to play here. I'd like to, I think I'd be an asset for your venue and I think I could keep people here drinking." You got to sell yourself. It's hard work. That being said, let's get back, and I do owe another apology. I'm sorry I'm not posting every week or every 7 days. I think it's almost 2 weeks now. It's been crazy. Now, let me know in the comments below if you guys care about my updates and what I'm doing. If you care about it, let me know. If you don't care, I won't bother telling you about what's going on at my end. I'll just share. If there's something that I think anybody out there can learn from, I'll share from my experience. If not, I'll leave my updates and how my gigs are going out of the way. So from here on out. But what I did promise was I talked to a couple people, or I got a couple of comments, and let me see if I can find it here real quick. I got my laptop here with me. Okay, so I got a couple questions I want to answer, or hopefully it'll help you guys out. One of the questions was, I think I got it from, darn it, I forgot your name, Roy, or I know, I can't remember. Anyway, so thanks for the suggestions. So I have a question about agents, using agents, music or booking agents for what we do. Now, usually the booking agents are usually in the bigger cities, and so you could be in Columbus, Ohio, or out there in Texas or Florida or wherever you're at. So any of the bigger cities in the States will have booking agents, and how that works. Now, I haven't used one in decades, but I have used them before, and a couple of them that I was involved in, they kept me busy. That's kind of a nice thing and what's nice about it, the agency that I worked for, now I don't know how they're working these days or how it's working at all, but the agency that I worked for, or that worked for me, was in LA, and I had a band. And so it was a honky-tonk band, country band. So I ended up using them. How it worked with them at this particular booking agency, they don't charge you any money. Okay, there's no money. They don't get a percentage of what you do. Some maybe will try, and I don't know about that. I don't have a problem paying a little percentage to them, as long as they got me freaking, like 3 days a week, I can give them a little bump, or whatever. But the agency that I worked with at the time, they didn't charge you. What they would do, the agencies, how they made their money is through the venue, the restaurant, the bar, the club, whatever it might be. So they charge them, I don't know if they charge them a monthly rate or it's per booking that they send them their way. So there's nothing wrong with that, because usually on a lot of some venues and some owners and management, they don't really like to deal with the talent. Let's get real here, man. There's some musicians out there that are kind of like a little bit on the Karen side. They whine and bitch and complain and stuff like that, and it's just the beast. That's how it is. There's just a lot of musicians out there, and then there's a lot that aren't, and that are that don't really go that route or even use an agency. So but it's a convenient for the management or the venue itself, because they don't have to deal with the talent. They just want it booked. They want them there, set up, play, and then that's how it works. And I think, if I'm correct, the booking agent actually would cut me a check and send me a check after the gig, which that kind of sucked too. But and then I think this other agency I got paid directly from the club. The agency would just charge, like I said, the agency would charge the club, the owner or whoever, they charge the venue. They give them a percentage. I don't know what they make. I have no idea. Maybe they charge them. They might even charge them a flat 30 for, I'm just guessing, $30 a month, or even $25 a month, but they get them the gigs, and they get a monthly check from them. And so that's how that works. Now, some of you out there probably have dealt with agents, booking agents, more recent, and maybe you are currently working with them. So feel free to share on the comments below. I'm not trying to get you guys to comment on the thing. Of course, it does help the algorithm or whatever it is for a thing, but I'm not making any money on YouTube right now. I've got all the check marks to make money, but I don't. You have to have, what was it again? 4,000 hours, I think, in a year's time. I don't know how that works. I'm at because I don't post enough videos. I should be posting twice a week or once a week at least, and I will. I'm going to when it slows down, but things are crazy right now. And I think on the next post next week, I promise I won't wait as long. You won't have to wait 2 weeks for another post. I'll post next week. I'll give you an update on what's going on with me. But anyway, so that's the thing, the question on booking agents. You just get in the yellow pages and go look and talk to them and see how they work and see if they can keep you busy. And obviously they're going to want to see a press kit, so you got to have that ready. Electronic press kit. You're going to have to email them your bio, some good, decent, clean footage, up close, not a mile away, up close with your videos. Audio's got to be pretty decent, and you don't have to have pro equipment or anything. You could use your phone, but just have it close by and make sure you're getting good footage. And what else? And they'll want a bio, and and then obviously they're going to want to know your genre of music and what you play, see if they can even keep you busy and keep you booking. But more likely they will, So that's my suggestion on that. That's the only experience I have. And like I said, these agencies did not take a percentage out of my pay. If I'm trying to remember correctly, I think I was getting, back in the day, 30 years ago, I think I was getting, I don't know, probably 300 for a gig, for a band, for a 4-piece band. I was getting anywhere from 250 to 300. And if that's what you want, that's what you want, and I guess you can make the price with the agency, and the agency will talk to the thing. You don't even have to talk to them, and they'll say, hey, listen, and they might come, that's a little steep. They might come back to you and say, hey, maybe you can charge a little less. They'll be happy to book you there. So I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience or recent experience on booking agencies. So that's that on that. Good luck with that. Like I said, I know they're out there, and I know people use them, and I know that they work. And I guess the next step would be also is if you have somebody who really believes in you and wants to help you out and get on board, that would be kind of like what a manager does. And so, you can always go that route, or have your spouse become. I've tried to get Kim actually has done a really, really good job, collecting the money and talking to them. And she's really good at PR. And I just hate people, and I hate talking to people. So I'm kidding. That was a joke. But I kind of do. It's like I not that I hate it, but it's just, I don't mind talking to you guys through the camera here and say, hey, because we need more live entertainment. We need more music makers out there. We need solos. We need duets. We need good bands. We need good music out there, for Christ's sakes. Okay, so, all right. Next question is, hey, I'm so sorry I didn't put the names of who was asking these questions, but you know who you are. It's on my last post. We share the first name. Enjoy. Your name's Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Enjoy watching it. I hope you can give you. You can give me some advice on. I've been playing acoustic guitar for about 3 years now. I'm pretty much a strummer. can do any flat pick, can't do any flat picking or finger picking. I want to get started playing in public. I actually would like to do my own solo gigs. My reason for not starting yet is my playing. I can play adequately and sing along, but not that great. Okay, I see where you're coming from. I sing well, but my playing needs plenty of improvement. What would you suggest to get started with someone who wants to do a solo gig? So this is the deal, Jeff. The bottom line is, we all go through, so you're not the only one. We all get insecure, especially when we're learning new songs. We get out there and we want to try them out. It's like that. I hate that. It's so nerve-wracking. Right away, I'm going, God, I hope I don't fuck this up. I hope it doesn't turn into a freaking train wreck with this song. Because I'm stupid sometimes. I freaking do songs that got fucking 15 chords in. I'm like, what? I'm no freaking jazz player. I need to find songs that have 2 or 1 chord. Are they out there? If they're out there, send them to me. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, Jeff, you just look at the thumbnail of my last video, of this video you commented on. Look at the thumbnail. You'll see a woodshed. All right. It's called Get in the Woodshed and Start Chipping Wood. Get in there and practice and get those songs like the back of your hand. It's a process. You got to do it. Take your 10 songs that you want to do and learn them like the back of your hand. You got them pretty decent. Then start adding and starting on the second set, because a lot of these venues want 2 to 3 hours of work, of music. So you got to have 2 to 3 sets. And eventually work yourself up to 4 sets, because there is people out there. I've heard you guys say it on the comments. You guys fucking doing 4-hour gigs. That blows. I don't like it, but I'll do it if the money's right. But yeah, just get out there and rehearse and get those songs down. I think my last vlog was, what was it? I was talking, how I rehearse. So it don't matter where you're at. If you're sitting on the fucking toilet, bring your shit in there and fucking rehearse. Acoustics are good. Just, you can drop a deuce and rehearse at the same time. All right? Just get out there and rehearse is what I'm saying. Do that, and then you're going to be okay, because it is a process and it does take time. And so, and before you know it, you're going to have, 2 to 3 sets down pretty darn good. And because it's all about confidence. If you don't got the confidence, like right now, Jeff, you ain't got the confidence. No, you don't. I can tell the way you said this here. You don't have the confidence, and that's okay, because I fight with my confidence. I don't always have good confidence, so it's a thing we have to tangle with when we do what we do. Entertaining people. It's nerve-wracking, right? Okay, so yeah, Jeff, that's all I suggest, is just get those songs like the back of your hand. Once you have like 3 sets, but work on a 4th set, because you want 40 songs, 45 songs when before you know it, you're going to have 100 songs, and you'll have your little system that, your little recipe on how you learn the songs and get them practiced and get them under your skin. And I know a lot of you guys have other jobs, and it's tough. It's not easy. And so that's it on that. So I want to thank everybody who shows me love on those comments and stuff. And yeah, I wish I could make some money on the damn channel, and maybe I will one day, but I just need the hours, so it means I have to start posting more. So, and I got to do that. So, but there's a lot going on. Next week I'll share a little bit and play catch up with you. There's a lot of shit going on right now, man. I've got, I don't want to get into it now, otherwise it'll turn into an hour video. So, but I will talk about it next week. But I love you guys all, man, because, we have such a bitchin' little community here. And these guys you guys have just joined, and, it's, I just tell it like it is. It's just, why sugarcoat shit and bullshit? And I see we watch YouTube, me and my baby. We lay in bed at night and we watch all the YouTube, and we see how people try to sell themselves, and it's like and subscribe, and and you could tell that people are running out of content, and it's just it's like, oh God, it's crazy. And then I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but hopefully it'll still be around when I get to the point where I can actually make money. Hopefully they're still doing it. But who knows? Maybe there'll be another video format, like somebody said Rambo or something like that does videos or something like that. I don't know. But Rambo? I don't know. So you guys all rock, and happy 4th of July to all of you. Take care of one another. Get in the woodshed, practice your songs, get out there and play, make money, soothe souls, and put smiles on people's faces, because Lord knows we need them right now. We got a Fugazi as a president. This fucking guy. Don't get me started. I love you all, and I'll talk to you next week, and I promise it will be sometime next week. Okay, it won't be 2 weeks. All right. Ciao for now.